Okay, we have a before and after here of one of my students. This is one of the very first ones on the right, is the very beginning of us working together pretty much. And then here's where he is now on the left in the brown shirt. Just want to go through kind of what we saw at the beginning. And, this guy is a like really good golfer. He's learned to really time his shots down great. So his swing relies on a lot of timing, so he's not confident because of the timing. Number one, and number two, it's not repetitive between day to day or even shot to shot because he will move a lot in his swing backing up, as you'll see here just in this one. First off, look at the club whip way inside, and you see how far his head has already come up. So way inside, then he's going to lift it. And what you can't see here is he's moved back probably 3, 4 inches back already. And what happens now is there's this huge move forward while he's trying to time this out, like right there. Look at this huge move while he's trying to time it out. So he's coming. Look at him come off the line, get into early extension. Actually, he actually is after he's worked on a little while longer, or a little bit since we've been together. So because I can see he's dropping the club down when he's working on that. So this was a little bit improvement. But look at the hips there. So he's moved off the line, early extension, and just with the head being way up, and then trying to roll his hands over like his old swing. Um, and here's a drill on the left um, that I really like for him. I always just call it the Ledbetter position. It's a move that Ledbetter and Faldo did a lot, and I like it because I feel like the takeaway. Well, obviously it's very hard, and from this position, when you just hinge your wrist right here, right in front of your right thigh, you can really focus on just rotating. So getting that right hip a little deeper, um, and then feeling what is it in your core, your body that's getting you turning. So it just allows you to create that these feels that you need in our swing. So just watch it here. So he starts off great. I mean, got the alignment stick down, which obviously we've talked a lot about having that down for so it's going to be so one of the videos here. So if you see, I like this down here because this is his hand path in general should kind of follow this back so it doesn't get too far behind, if you see that. Okay, I don't want that getting in the way, but instead of his hands coming way back inside, this one he's following that path back with his hands, which allows the club to get more through his right shoulder, which we had talked about because he had been getting it way down here behind him. Okay, so look at the right hip. He's getting deeper, as we've talked about, to give himself an opportunity. And just the difference here is look at the head, how much he had raised before to right now he's dropping down. Now he starts coming up here. He has a small early extension still right there, you see. But here's the key with this thing is how good he's changed of. Look where the club is behind him now. Matching his spine angle perfect. And then look at the club right here. He's keeping it outside his hands, which we talked about. So the next thing we'll work on is, it's probably some more leg work and ingraining this into his feelings more. But this is way shorter too, his swing than before. And just the amount or the less amount of head movement up and down and sideways, which I've seen is from straight on, is just massive. So the club here now gives him a good position where he can just really rotate through impact. So look at the difference of that position there versus this. I mean, over here, he can really come after this thing. So, and that's my whole thing is, I want my golfers to get in a position where they can be here and swing as hard as they want. I mean, have the ability to swing as hard as they want. This whole slowing down myth, if you guys read my myths on Facebook and Instagram, one huge one is slowing down. I got to slow my swing down for it to work. Well, usually what happens when people slow it down, I'll takeaway is another story. Their whole body, the club will end up way behind them because they'll get no separation. Another thing happens from the top is, oh, I need to slow it down, is guess what takes over? The chest opening and the arm going with it. And you end up way over the top. Okay, so not a single guy in the PGA Tour who slows it down, because the amateur slows it down, swings a driver at 80 and wants to slow it down to 60. PGA Tour guy is 118 to 120, let's say on average. Maybe he's going to slow it down for a certain swing to 112. A little bit of a difference. They're swinging out of their shoes, but they're in good positions to do it. That's why I want to get all my golfers that I instruct in good positions, that they feel like I can swing as hard as I want at this ball, and I'm not going to lose it right. I'm not going to lose it left, or at least I know which way the ball is going to travel. So huge improvements for one of my students here, and it's just fun to see how he's. This is that guy that's worked really hard at it. He really has. He's set a home area, practice area at home to work at, goes to the range, and and now he's dialing it in, looking at his videos, trying to understand what he's doing before sending it to me, and just making huge changes. Fun to see. All right, guys. Thank you.